Hello everyone, welcome to the animation wizard. Hope you liked the last video. So today we'll see the interface of the Unreal Engine editor. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so जैसा कि आपने देखा था लास्ट क्लास हमने Unreal जो इंजन है Unreal Engine एडिटर है उसको कैसे इंस्टॉल करते हैं ये चीज़ हमने देखी थी. ओके, so hope सबको clear हो, everyone will be clear about the video and there is no doubt and any problem with you. Okay, so as we install the Epic Game Launcher and we install the 5.7.3 version, now you can see there is some update available here. Okay, you can find out the update, and if you're interested you can update here. Okay, so we'll get the 5.7.4. Now what we will do, we'll just click the launch button. Okay, so our Unreal Engine editor will restart. Okay, just wait for a minute. Yeah, so you can see it's starting. Okay, so you can see Unreal Engine 5.7 welcome window is here. So yes, to start this there is an option, the new project, my project, and there is some essential game. Just click the game, so it will see the resources of the game development, film and TV, and many more things you can find out here. In sample projects there is some getting start, some video tutorials here. You can find out the basic tutorials of the getting start. There is some news and a home button. There is some resources and a community you can find out here. The forum, some document you can for the forum you can go through the Epic developer community, and here some roadmap, tutorial, and many more things. So to start the we need some projects. We need to start and create the projects. So how can you create a project? If you already have project, you can just click on the my projects. If you don't have any projects, you have to click on the new project tab. Okay, so what I will do, I will just click the new project window. Okay, so here the new project floating window you can see. Here you can see the some templates. There is some game related templates. There is a film and video, live event, architectural, automation, and simulation. Okay, so at the earlier when we are installing the Unreal Engine, there is some features and option you check in that, because you install this templates, that's why it's showing, otherwise it's showing only the blank fee. Okay, so here we'll see the game option. Just click the game. There's the film and video live events, so I will click on the game, and you can find out the first person, third person, top down, virtual reality, vehicles, and the blank templates. So what I will do, I will just click for the interface. I will check with this third person first. So मैंने यहाँ पे select किया third person, and then here we have some settings. So this is the third person information, and here the project defaults. There are two languages, the Blueprint and C++. So as you know, this C++ is the object oriented programming languages. For the game is the good one, and the Blueprint, the Unreal Engine's their own program, their own language. We can call it the visual scripting. So this is the Blueprint. Okay, so I will select the Blueprint option right now, and here we have some setting. Just keep it for now, just keep it default, just like a target platform for the mobiles and the desktop. So I will keep it desktop only, the quality presets, the maximum, and variant in the none. Okay, and then here we have an option. You have a project location where you want to create your project. So in my case it's a C, user, admin, and desktop. So I will create the desktop, but what I will suggest, if you have a drive storage, a good storage in your PC, you can create a project there, because it will take a long drive space. So better to don't use the C drive, okay, or desktop. Okay, and here the my project name. So for now I will just click test. Okay, and I will create it. This is my project. I will explain in some lectures, explain the what is the project, and in project what is the scene and the levels. Okay, so for now, to see the interface, we need to create the project. So you can see the project location and the my project name is the test. So I will create it. Okay, now you can see this, the Unreal Engine UI, user interface, the editor interface you can see. And here first of all just check your project name in the test. Okay, so this is your Unreal Engine editor. And yes, so first of all we'll see the interface today. How can we can use the interface. Okay, so in every software, earlier already आपने यूज किया होगा ब्लेंडर, माया या आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स, न्यूक, any software. So there is some menu option. So here you can see the menu option, the file, edit, window, tools, build, platforms, select, actor, and help file. So this is the menu option where you can find out the some options. Okay, so there is some different options for the different menu. So the file here the same, new level, open level, save, new project, open project. Okay, there is some edit option. So in edit you can find out the some editor preference. That means this is the Unreal editor, and the preference settings of this editor. Okay, in every software you have the preference settings. So in Unreal editor there is also the preference setting. Preference, that means where you can control the your tool or software settings are there. Sorry. So here the project settings. So this is related to your project. So this is the only related to your the test projects. So you can uh, configure, you can set the settings of the test project only. And then here you can see the plugins. So just I will click the inbuilt plugins, or some plugins you can install. So from here you can check in and you can on the plugins. Okay, so this is the edit option. Here's some window. So this is a window is like detail, outliner, many more things you will find out here. So this is the window option, just like a fab, there's a pixel bridge, and color grading, outliner, detail, content browser. Okay, the cinematics. There is some tool and the build settings, the platform, the select option, and the actor. Okay, and help file. Okay, so this is the my menu, and here you can see the level third person. Okay, so this is the templates, the third person template. Third person, that means in game there is some option, the uh, first person and third person. So if I will play here, you can see at the Unreal is developed for the game. So in start, so by default there is a templates, the third person and first person. It's related to the game only. So we'll find out these templates in the game mode. Okay, so if I will play this, so you can see this, the by character, the default character mannequin is there. So yes, this is the simple as you play the game, WASD and space bar. Okay, so just click the mouse button and just press WADS. Okay, just like your PUBG games, because PUBG is created in Unreal Engine only. Okay, so this is the third person. So this is the good for create or learn. Okay, Unreal Engine editor interface. Okay, so just to get back, and I will press the escape. Okay, so this is my level name. Level, that means the scene. Okay, so this is my level name. Okay, so here you can see down save button. So you can click and you can save anything. You can आपने इसको change किया होगा, तो you can save here. You can find out there the browser. You can just click on this folder. You can find out your assets, anything, the content browser. So you can click here and it will appears and you will get the your content. Okay, I will explain it later on. Here there are some different modes. Here the selection mode. Right now we are in selection mode. We can select the assets, objects, anything. There is some landscape mode. We can create the landscape from here. We have the foliages mode, maze paint, modeling, fractures, brush editing, and animation. So this is there are some different modes. Just like in Maya, we have some rigging, animation, okay, and lighting, modeling. So here this just like a Maya, same here. We have a selection landscape. So different category we can say. Here we have a we have some quickly we can add the things in my projects. So here we have a import content. We can import the anything mesh and content from here. We have a Quixel bridge settings. We have a fab settings. We'll explain the fab later on. We have a content browser. We have some basic things like actor, characters, okay, player start. We have some under light here. We can say the actor. We have a shapes, the basic shapes. We can call it the actor because actor that means the ऑब्जेक्ट जो अनरिल के अंदर परफॉर्म करते हैं, दैट मीन्स जो कि इनबिल्ट चीज़ें रहती हैं अनरिल के अंदर, ओके, सो उनको हम एक्टर बोलते हैं. सो हियर वी हैव अ क्विकली वी कैन ऐड द थिंग्स फ्रॉम हियर, ओके. Here we have a blueprints. So we have a different types of blueprints here, just like level blueprints. Okay, so yes, in later on we'll see the blueprints, how we can control the Unreal Engine with the help of the blueprints. Okay, so here we have a level blueprint and class blueprints you can create. Here we can sequencer, we can create the sequencer for the animation and for the rendering. So we have a level sequencer, okay, and here you can play your game. So this is the play button, and yes, W, okay, for the forward, S for backward, A and D, Q, sorry, E, just space bar jump, okay, WSD, just like a PUBG game, okay, skip. Okay, now we'll see the my viewport, this one. Okay, so how can you operate your viewport in Unreal Engine? So just like any 3D software, we have a 4 view also. So just click on this. Okay, so we have a 4 view, but in Unreal generally we operate the perspective only and camera. So if required, just you can click this 4 view and single view. Okay, so first thing, how we can operate the viewport, how we can handle the handle the viewport. So there are two options. One, if you are using Unreal Engine for the animation and the VFX, and second, if you are using the Unreal Engine editor for the game. So for game we have some different settings, and for the if you are using for the 3D application like Maya and Blender, so we'll operate it this for different types. So if you are using any for this for any 3D software, like if you are using the animation, for rendering, okay, for texturing, yeah, or rigging, any lighting, okay. For that, what I will do, I will operate it just like a Maya software, okay, because all the tool are the same. So operation and उसको कैसे handle करते हैं, this is the same just like a Maya. Okay, so if you want to focus on any object, suppose I want to focus on this object, just select this and press F for the frame. So directly will frame, it will frame on camera or your viewport. Just click this. If I'll press F, just like a Maya. Okay. Second, if you are using, if you are familiar with Maya, so what I will do, I can use it just like Maya. So how we use Maya? So we have a Alt button and the click. Okay, so we have a Alt button and the mouse click. So there is a 3 click in mouse. One is the right click, left click, and middle mouse. So just press the Alt button. Okay, what I will do, just press the Alt button and I will click. So you can orbit the scene, orbit the viewport. Okay, just I will click the Alt button and I will click the just normal mouse click, or you can say the left click. So you can orbit your scene, your viewport. Okay, just like this. Orbit, that means you can rotate it. Okay, just like this. Okay, second, press Alt and middle mouse, so you can pan it here and there. Okay, so you can pan your scene. Okay, and the third one, Alt and right click, so you can zoom in and out. Okay, so this is simple like Maya. If you are familiar with the Maya, you can continue with the same operation. Okay, so just press the Alt and click. So orbit, Alt and middle mouse, the panning, and Alt and right click, you can zoom in and out. Now the second one, if you are familiar with the game, and if you are creating a game, then it will be better option, use it at just like a game. So for the game, what I will do, we have a different settings and different operation. So I'll just click W and just click and press W, you will move forward. Okay, and press S backward, W and S. Make sure just click the mouse button, just left click. Okay, then I will press W and S. So forward, S for backward, A and D, just like a game. Okay, so W, S, A and D. If I will press Q, so it will going down, and press E going up. Okay, so W, S, A, D and Q, E. Okay, so this way you can also operate the viewport, and if you're in gaming background, so it will be better option. Yeah, this is the sensitivity. That means you can control the speed of this. So yes, we have a settings. So here you can see the camera speed. So this is the one, and if I'll increase this and I will just click OK, so you can see this very fast. Okay, so you can control this. If you require more faster, you can increase the speed, or you can make it less. So if you are new in Unreal Engine, or you are not familiar with the game and you are not playing any PC games, so better to make it slow speed, and after that you can increase the speed. Okay, so here W A S D Q E. Okay, and one more thing, just if you just click the mouse button and just forward the mouse, you can operate same. Okay, as I click the mouse and just moving forward, so you can see just like that. So again, I'm not clicking any keyboard mouse. Okay, just click the mouse and move the mouse forward, backward, and rotate the mouse. Okay, so here again आप ऐसे भी इसको ऑपरेट कर सकते हो. तो दिस इज अप टू यू हाउ आप ऑपरेट कैसे कर सकते हो, एंड आप कैसे कंफर्टेबल हो. ओके ओके, नाउ तो ये तो हो गया कि कैसे हम इसको ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं, कैसे हैंडल कर सकते हैं अनरियल इंजन एडिटर को. ओके, द व्यू पोर्ट. नेक्स्ट, just like a viewport, here again, here the two window, you can see this, the detail panel and the outliner. Okay, so in outliner it's just like a Maya. Okay, जैसे आप माया में आपने आउटलाइन देखा होगा, यहाँ पे भी द सेम, कि जो भी चीज़ें, जो भी कंटेंट और जो भी एक्टर या एसेट्स आप अपने व्यू पोर्ट में या इस थर्ड पर्सन जो आपका लेवल है, सीन है, उसमें जो भी चीज़ आप क्रिएट करोगे, एवरीथिंग यू विल फाइंड आउट हियर. दिस नो मैटर आपने उस एसेट्स को कहाँ से कॉल किया है, आपने नेट से डाउनलोड किया है, आपने अनरियल इंजन से खुद एक्टर को यहाँ से ऐड किया है, लाइक जस्ट लाइक शेप्स, जस्ट लाइक आई विल क्रिएट ए बेसिक क्यूब. So if I will create a cube here, you can see in your outliner you will find out the cube here. Okay, so this is the outliner. जो भी आपने ऑब्जेक्ट, लाइट, एक्टर, एसेट्स, एनीथिंग्स, आपने जो भी चीज़ क्रिएट किया है वो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन इन फॉर दिस लेवल यू विल फाइंड आउट इन आउटलाइनर. ओके. Okay, so here it's just like my outliner. तो जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे एक ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किया, you can off, you can see the on off button just like a Photoshop I button in layer option. You can on and off. You can just rename this. You can write any name, anything, and you will search here just like a cube. Suppose I will write light, so you will find out the lights. Okay. So if you remember the name, you can find out the things from here. Okay, I will just close this and many more things here. So what I will do, I will just show the outliner here only, and then we have a detail window. So the detail is just like a property parameters. So if I'll select this cube, you will see all the details about the cube here. So just see the cube location, the position value, the rotation value, scale value, and the mobility of the cube. This is the static object, movable object, stationary object. This is the static mesh. You can find out the static mesh. You can find out the material. So इसके ऊपर कौन सा material assign है, and the collision property and the physics property. Everything you will find out in detail panels. Okay, so here the details. In your case, if there is no detail and outliner window here, so what I will do, I'll just click this window and you will click the details. So here you will get the details window and the outliner window. Okay. In some case, by mistakenly, if you delete this, so don't worry, you can just click the window button and the outliner and the detail panel. Okay. Then there's one more window and we'll call it content drawer. So control and space bar. Okay, just click the content space bar, it will appear, and if I press anywhere it will disappear. Okay, so you can click the control and space bar. This is a shortcut, or just you can click here. This is the content browser, just click and you will see the content drawer here. If I will not use the control and space bar or here, I will just click here and you can just click the content drawer. Your drawer will be up here. Okay, so this is the my content, and what is the content drawer? This is a content drawer. That means just like your drawer in your real in your life, there is some drawer like a books drawer, the cloth drawer. This is like the same. You will keep your assets and things here. Suppose you have a project, I have a project, and I have a two different scene. This if I will take the example of any games, so in games there are many levels, so there are 3 to 4 levels, and one level I will keep only one object, बट दूसरे लेवल में मैं दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट रखने वाला हूँ. तो दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट मैंने अपने प्रोजेक्ट में कहाँ पे रखा है, तो आई विल कीप इन कंटेंट ड्रॉवर, एंड वहाँ से मैं अपने किसी भी लेवल में या किसी भी दूसरे सीन में कोई भी चीज़ कभी भी प्लेस कर सकता हूँ. जैसे यहाँ पे मेरे पास बहुत सारे एसेट्स या ऑब्जेक्ट होंगे, लेकिन इस लेवल में मैंने वो चीज़ें नहीं रखी हैं, बट वो सारी चीज़ मैंने रखी कहाँ पे, तो वो सब चीज़ें मेरी कंटेंट ड्रॉवर में रहेंगी. तो यहाँ पे आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट का फोल्डर स्ट्रक्चर भी बना सकते हैं, जो कि लेटर हम देखने वाले हैं, जिसमें कि आप अपने एसेट्स लाइक मेश, मटेरियल, टेक्सचर्स, योर साउंड, योर कोडिंग्स, ठीक है, एवरीथिंग, वो जो भी चीज़ है आप सब यहाँ पे ही डंप करेंगे, एंड वहाँ से जिस लेवल में, जिस सीन में उसकी ज़रूरत होगी, आप वहाँ पे उसको ऐड करेंगे. ठीक है, सो दिस माई कंटेंट ड्रॉवर. Okay, so control and space bar, so it will appear, and if I will click the dock in layout here, so just click this, तो आप देखो ये लॉक हो गया, डॉक हो गया मेरे सीन में. अब ये मैं कहीं पे भी क्लिक करूँगा, बट प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि जैसे मैं इसको डॉक करता हूँ, एंड इट विल टेक मोर माई UI स्पेस. ओके, सो मुझे जो सीन है मेरा उसको ऑपरेट करने के लिए स्पेस ही नहीं मिलेगा. सो तो बेटर हम क्या करते हैं कि just use the shortcut control and space bar, and इस यहाँ से जो भी वर्क करना हम वर्क करेंगे, and automatically if I will click somewhere else, it will disappear. Okay, so this is the content drawer. So this is the detail window and outliner and the control and space bar. It's my content drawer. Here the menu option. Here you can see the my level. Okay, now here we have some option. So here you can see this viewport related transform tool. This is a transform tool. Just click here, and here the select mode. We have a translate mode, we have a rotate mode, there is scale mode. Just like a Maya or any other software, there we have a WER. We have a move, rotate, and scale option. Okay, so this is the selection mode. The shortcut is the Q. We have a translate mode, we have a shortcut W, we have a E for the rotation, and we have a R for the scale value. So just see, if I will select this is my Q. Okay, so if I want to move this cube, so just the three Gazmo handle you can see. Okay, so here we have a direction. So just check this in Unreal, the upside is the Z axis. You can here the coordinate, you can see the Z axis is the upside. In if you are familiar with the Maya, in Maya this is the Y. So here in Unreal, Z axis is the upside. So here the Z, and this is the red, again it's the X, and Y you can see here. So if I want to move this, just click this X. So I will move in X axis. So you can see, if I will select the detail and here the location and X, Y, and Z. Okay, now see the X. So I'm transforming this in X axis. Just you can see this, there's this changes. Okay, here the Z axis, and this is the Y axis. In the same, if I will use the rotate and scale option. Okay, and this is the same thing here also. This is my selection. I can just select this. I will click the move, and then if we have a translate option, or we can see the move tool. Here we have a rotate, the shortcut is the E, so you can rotate your object. Control Z for undo. Here we have a scale option, so you can scale in particular axis. If I will click on the center, so you can scale in uniform. Okay. Okay, so here is some setting. So transform Gazmo. Okay, so you can see the Gazmo handle is there. Okay, now again we have some tool. You can see the local space coordinate. So simple press F. So suppose I will rotate this in this, and I will press W. So you can see my Gazmo handle according to my world. What is the world and local? Now you can see this वर्ल्ड स्पेस कोऑर्डिनेट. वर्ल्ड स्पेस कोऑर्डिनेट का मतलब क्या है कि जो आपका गैजमो हैंडल है, जो डायरेक्शंस हैं वो वर्ल्ड के हिसाब से, वर्ल्ड मतलब सीन के हिसाब से. तो सीन में आपका वाई एक्सिस ऊपर की तरफ, सॉरी जेड एक्सिस ऊपर की तरफ है, तो यहाँ पे भी वैसे दिखाई पड़ रहा है. एंड दिस इज द एक्स डायरेक्शन. ओके, नाउ इफ आई विल क्लिक दिस टू लोकल, लोकल दैट मीन्स इस ऑब्जेक्ट के हिसाब से हो. तो अभी देखिए ये जो फेसिंग है उस फेसिंग के हिसाब से इसमें डायरेक्शन सेट हो गए. तो आपको ये समटाइम जब आप उसको रोटेट करके रखते हो तो उसको मूव करने में आसानी होती है कि आपको किस एक्सिस में इसको लेके जाना है. तो दिस योर जो हैंडल है वो आपका उस लोकल के हिसाब से, लोकल दैट मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट के हिसाब से हो गया. ओके, इफ आई वांट टू कीप इट अकॉर्डिंग टू सीन और वर्ल्ड, सो जस्ट क्लिक दिस एंड इट्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द वर्ल्ड. फाइन. Then we have some snapping tool. Okay, so snapping tool. So here we have a transform snapping, rotation snapping, and the scale snapping. So all these three are active. You can see the blue color is the active. So I will control Z. Okay, and suppose अगर मैं इसको move करता हूँ तो ये freely move नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, ये snap हो रहा है. तो अगर इसको मुझे देखना है कि कैश स्नैप हो रहा है तो यहाँ पे मैं क्लिक करता हूँ और मैं इसकी जो स्नैपिंग वैल्यू है ना उसको मैं इंक्रीज कर देता हूँ अराउंड 100. एंड नाउ इफ आई विल जस्ट क्लिक मूव, नाउ कैन सी दिस, इट्स जस्ट वन. ओके, स्नैपिंग. ओके, अगेन फॉर द रोटेशन, if you'll see the rotate, and here the rotation is the 10 degree, I will keep it to the 45 degree. So it will not rotate freely. It will rotate and snap for the 45 degree. You can see the direct 45, no 5, 10 like that. It's directly 45 degree. Okay, next is the 90 degree. Okay, you can see this, the snapping. Okay, the same for the scale. If I will press the scale, and this is a scale. Okay, so it's not a freely scale option. So suppose if I want to move it freely, I don't want the snap for the any value, so just off this, I can just freely move it or rotate it. You can see this. Okay, so this is the snap option. It's if required you can use this, if not required just off this. Okay, second, if you're creating any shapes from here like cube, sphere, okay, and if I want to put it down, suppose here, and so there's a simple a shortcut you can use to create any objects on the ground. Just as I create the sphere and the cube, what I will do, just press the end button. What I will press? End button. So just press the end, E and D. Okay, just click this, it will snap to the ground anywhere. The first ground, suppose this is the this ground, and अगर मैं इसको यहाँ पे रखता हूँ, press end, sorry, not delete, end, so it will snap to the ground. If I will press it here and press end, it will jump to the ground. Okay, so this is the simple way to you can create and make it on ground. Okay, and here the focus button. Focus, we can say the frame, to shortcut the F, like that. Okay, so next option is the, just click this, your related to your camera settings. Okay, so here you can see the perspective. Right now we are in perspective, and here we have a option, you can see the top, and here the shortcut you can see Alt and J. Okay, so simple, Alt and J for the top and Alt Shift J for the bottom. Okay, so if I will just click the top, left, right, front and back. So if you want for the orthographic view, so here the orthographic view like top, bottom, left, right, front, back. And if you want for the perspective, just click the perspective option. Okay, then the down here you can see some default viewport, and we have a cinematic viewport. If you're using the Unreal for this movie, film, okay, any for the virtual production, here the rendering is important, then just keep it the cinematic viewport. So here you can see some cinematic viewport. Okay, and you can change it for the default viewport also. Okay, then here from here you can create some camera. Here the camera actor or cinematic camera actor. Here you can create some bookmarks. Okay, so bookmark I will see in the camera settings how we can create the bookmark and how we can create the camera. Okay, here the game view, you can see the game view because the shortcut G, yes, definitely. So what is the game view? Because as I create anything, so if I'll select this, okay, there's a handle. Here some icon for the light and some skylight from the environment. Okay, here some post-production, some fog, there's some icon. If I'll select this, you can see this is the skylight. Okay, this is the direction light. So by default so if I will create, and so here some icon of the things like the icon of the light, icon of the camera. Okay, if I'll play, so this is my game view, so you can see this, there is nothing. Okay, so in game view आप उसको देखोगे नहीं, आप देख नहीं सकते कि वो जो आइकॉन्स है वो क्या है. जस्ट लाइक जैसे आप रेंडर करते हैं तो रेंडर में आपको आइकॉन्स नहीं दिखाई पड़ते, बट आपकी जो डिफॉल्ट व्यू पोर्ट है उसमें वो सारे आइकॉन्स दिखाई पड़ते हैं. बट मैं डिफॉल्ट व्यू पोर्ट में चाहता हूँ कि वो दिखाई ना पड़े. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई प्रेस जी. ओके, तो एज आई प्रेस द जी यू कैन सी जो आइकॉन्स है वो दिखाई नहीं पड़ रहे. ओके, सो इफ यू रिक्वायर द आइकॉन्स जस्ट प्रेस द जी अगेन and if you don't want this, you just press the G button. Okay, so here the game view. Okay, then here we have your camera speed, so you can increase the speed from here if required. Then we have a some view mode. That means if you want the light on or off, so here the one setting the unlit, so I will just click, so you can see everything flat or ambient mode. Okay, so there's no effect of the light. I will just click. Okay, if you want the wireframe mode, just click everything looks in the wireframe. So there's some settings you can on and off. If just click the light mode, so you can see the light. Okay, the lit mode. And here the viewport on off button, just like in Maya. If I want anything I don't want in the viewport, so I can off, just like anti-lag I can off. Suppose if I want the collision, if I want to see the collision of the object. Okay, what is the collision? जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे प्रेस किया मैंने कैरेक्टर को, तो कैरेक्टर मेरा जंप करते समय ग्राउंड के ऊपर कोलाइड हो रहा है, या जैसे मैं यहाँ पे जंप कर रहा हूँ तो ग्राउंड पे कोलाइड हो रहा है, या इसके सामने जाता हूँ तो इससे आगे नहीं जा रहा है तो कोलाइड हो रहा है. ओके, सो मेरा ऑब्जेक्ट किस चीज़ से कोलाइड होगा, ये कोलिजन से आता है. तो अगर आपको देखना है कि कोलिजन कैसे वर्क कर रहा है या किस ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर कैसा कोलिजन है, सो यू कैन ऑन द कोलिजन फ्रॉम हियर, so you can see the collision. Okay, so if you want to see fog on off, you can on and off. If you want to off the grid, so you can off the grid, just like collision, you can off the collisions. Okay, okay, here the performance of your viewport. If your graphics card is a good graphics card and processor in good quality, and here the high configuration, so yes, you can check your viewport settings for the scalability. So this is the epic. Then we have a cinematics. So suppose if you don't have a good graphics card and processor, so what I will do, I will just keep it low. Okay, so at the time of creating or जब आप कुछ बना रहे हो, at that time आपका viewport lag नहीं होगा. Okay, सो जिस मैंने यहाँ पे लो रखा, आप देखो यहाँ पे शैडो एंड ऑल चीज़ दिखाई पड़नी बंद हो गई, एंड सम देयर इज समथिंग डिसअपियर फ्रॉम द व्यू पोर्ट बिकॉज वो अपडेट नहीं हो रहा है ना. सो जस्ट आई विल क्लिक. ओके, नाउ यू कैन सी द सम शैडो सेटिंग्स, and here I will click and viewport. So according to your performance, PC performance, you can keep it a medium, high, low, cinematics and epic. So by default is the epic. Okay, and later on you can change this according to your configuration, PC configuration. Okay, so here the mouse in this setting, here the mouse sensitivity, so you can increase and decrease your mouse sensitivity. Okay, open viewport preference. Here some viewport preference, you can change some settings if required. And as I mentioned here, the simple 4 view and single view. तो आप 4 व्यू में देखिए यहाँ पे सब वायर फ्रेम है. इफ आई विल क्लिक दिस द लिट, सो यू कैन सी हियर इन अगेन द वायर फ्रेम मोड, यू कैन सी द लिट मोड, एंड दिस इज माय टॉप and this is the lit. Okay, so it's up to you. If you required single view, just keep it single, and if you required 4 view, yes, you can keep it 4 view. Okay, so this is your simple interface. Okay, so from here you can operate the Unreal Engine editor. Okay, so yeah, this is the simple interface of Unreal Engine. Okay, so first install the Unreal Engine editor and open it. Then create for the starting, just create the project, keep the game default templates as I created the third person templates, and then just check all the things where what the window is, this detail outliner. Okay, and the viewport, the menu option, the level, and here as I create anything, I will just click the save button. Okay, so for now keep practice. Okay, thank you so much.